I have no audio. I can't hear you guys.
To the ARPA administrators of $20,000 to Sarah, $12,000 to Patty, $12,000 to Paul. We also approved a $10,000 swap of charging ARPA $10,000 for administrative costs to Wendy's salary. And that's it. That's finance committee report.
Questions for Jim? Thank you, Jim. Doug?
Okay, the transportation committee first met this last Monday, 8 a.m. And boy, everyone was present, only one member wasn't. So at least we could form. The big thing, we have some coming out of a local public agency agreement for federal participation. Basically, something we need to do every year for the road. So we have that. Really, not much else. Everything, the budget's looking well for us down there. It's pretty good. Yeah, the Franklin Road, we also have local public agency agreement for federal participation for the Franklin Road, HMA, hot mix, asphalt, overlay project. And very, nothing else really. That's it. Just have to use the monthly claims to approve.
Any questions for Doug? Thanks, Doug.
Thank you.
John? Properties?
Quick comment, I had one more per diem in there.
Have that as December 22nd.
What's that?
Have that as December 22nd. Have it as December 22nd.
Okay, we had our meeting back on the 14th, paid our claims, took care of a lot of different petitions, getting them to the appropriate committees. Did you have any comment at all on that? You got that done? Okay. Under old business, we passed around and looked at and got approval for the old LEC repurposing drawings and costs that went into finance this morning. Storage for the maintenance and EMA update, and that's all been taken care of. Tom Wilson was kind enough to pick us up a hanger for a lot of that storage. When he took care of the audio visual upgrade update. MOU with lots that was taken care of. That was all the old business. On the new business, approval of the old courthouse HVAC bid for $290.99. That was passed with finance this morning. Updating special use application process, that was tabled. 6-month moratorium that did not go, failed 2 to 3. Extending battery storage moratorium that passed 4 to 1, then for another 6 months. And that was it. We had no executive session. Anybody have any questions on that?
Questions for John? Tom, is that a question? All right. Thank you. Okay, Mike. Good report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Public Safety met yesterday here in this room, approved the previous meeting minutes, comments from the visitors, approved and reviewed and approved claims for payment. We bypassed 5 and 6, a quarterly update on the collection of unpaid fines, and also the quarterly update of dangerous and abandoned properties. Under old business, there was an explanation of the salamander system, from EMA, from Mr. Lally. And there was an update on the UTV ordinance update, Jack Sprogstad. He had a little bit of a lengthy discussion on that, but went into the fact that there were still 2 or 3 areas that they had to finish up some of the finale, the time language on it.
Is everybody receptive as far as road measures? Does he send anything out? Or?
All but one. And I'm not sure which one that was, but all of them but one have agreed to it. So they had further questions from some of the township commissioners. There have been letters sent out addressing some. Under new business, it was already brought up earlier in finance, but the appellate prosecutor annual fee was sent forward to this committee. Abandoned building discussion and action. There's been some movement on that as far as finding an attorney that handles the processing of abandoned or deteriorated buildings. There's 3 different levels of approach that can be taken on the scenario as far as who ends up with what responsibility for taking care of the buildings. Charlie's been handling some of that as far as contact with the attorney that he has been speaking with. If you have any questions, Charlie's got a lot of the technical information, so I'm not going to go into length on that.
I got a question though about it. Did finance or do you meet with finance? Did they put a dollar amount or something that we could proceed with this process or?
No, we didn't put any dollar. I don't think we had discussed
that concludes it.
where the funds are going to come from in a definite decision yet. And it's going to take a little while. The cost of the attorney services for the properties could range from approximately $5,000 to $25,000 per property. And then it was the thought of maybe doing 2 or 3 properties a year once this is all established.
You establish a path forward though, because I know the health department emailed me and I know Dee's got questions. How we're going to do this.
As far as the, I want to say what the decision of which one's going to come first. Yeah, prioritizing, the line of which one we're going to take. We haven't narrowed that down yet. I think that perhaps myself and Dee and Charlie could get together, and Wendy from the health department, and put them in line as far as priority. But that has not been decided yet.
I think we need to get the whole process solidified before we move forward with it. How we're going to do it, where the money's coming from, and what we can spend per year. So maybe we get everybody in the same room at some point after the holidays.
Another item under new business has come up, Northwestern Illinois Law Enforcement Training Academy supporting resolution discussion. Laying on your desk is a sample of the resolution that Public Safety did talk about yesterday. The interest has been presented and has come up as far as the potential of putting the police training academy at the facility at Sauk Valley, conducting the program. There's a lot of information that has to be obtained, a lot of procedures that have to be followed. But the sheriff had asked me if I thought that public safety would be interested or agree upon supporting a resolution, putting the school out here. Is going to save a lot of money for probably the top third of Illinois as far as training police officers all the way from Rockford clear over to the West County line on Whiteside County. It's going to save expenses on the departments that are having people go through the program, housing and everything else. I did speak with Dr. Lori Cortez yesterday, and she did advise me that they are interested. Sheriff Simonton has also talked with John Medley, I believe his last name is, who has since been down to Springfield and already has kind of got the ball rolling as far as information. So the committee yesterday agreed to forward the resolution, copy of the resolution to the executive committee for their discussion. I think the sheriff has left us as far as the finance committee meeting, but if you've got any questions, I'll try to answer them.
Questions for Mike? Thank you. Chris?
Yeah, we met on Monday. Quick meeting. Claims process is going good. I'm excited about launching that here in January for all the other committees. I believe you're going to see a substantial change in the way your committees operate. Two things that I want to highlight. Elected officials, we began a discussion on that. We worked through it. As a committee, we've decided we have the information, but we don't have the ability to make that decision. We're going to pass that on to finance for you guys to establish salaries for the elected officials. Secondly, salaries or compensation for county board members. It was pretty well unanimous coming out of our committee that we're not going to change anything. Currently, county board members make $60 per meeting, and the board chairman makes $6,000 additional per year. We didn't think that it showed the right message to the community and to the employees if we voted ourselves a raise. So that's you'll see that coming next month as an ordinance, or well, actually it wouldn't be an ordinance, it'd be a resolution of setting the salary for county board members. So that is all I have. Everything else is on the agenda.
Any questions for Chris? Thanks, Chris.
I'll make a motion to pay the monthly claim sheet.
I got a motion. Do I have a second?
So moved.
Mr. Forster seconds it. Sorry, Mike. All those in favor, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Who was the second?
Doug Forster.
And this was for claims? Did you approve the minutes?
Nope, I'm gonna go back there.
There's two of them.
There's two of them in there.
There's one for the special strategic planning, and then there's the second one for last.
Anybody look at, there's two minutes we need to approve. Becky just talked about. Look good. Is that a motion? Just let it approve as read. All right, let's go to number 6. We got the petitions A through C. We want that on the agenda. Any discussion?
Yes.
Or A, 6A, I guess. Go ahead. Good. 7A, B, and C, we're good. Everybody else in agreement? Okay. 8, A. That goes on the agenda. Yes. Okay. Go to 9, there's none. 10, the announcement, Rick McCullough, 25-year acknowledgement. We got a plaque or something to give him.
I do a plaque and a check, but I don't think he'll be here, so I'll have Greg present it to him, but I don't think he's gonna be. at the meeting.
We'll let
So we can
John.
take that. And if you want to announce it, we can take it off.
For county board.
I would still make the announcement.
Yes.
Yes. In his recognition. for 25 years.
You're not going to be here.
Well, it's a 6 o'clock meeting. I don't know if he's got an early bedtime or what. I don't know.
You want to speculate some more on that or not?
Yeah,
Okay.
he talked to Greg. He didn't. So.
Sorry, number 11, old business. The update on election equipment redistricting and election census data or date. Nancy, you want that on there?
Yeah, I think so. I want to know, let the county board know that all the new equipment is in. And the girls are like just in a time crunch unbelievably because now everything is moving forward. So 4 weeks from today, everyone will pull petitions. So they've got a lot of work ahead of them.
Okay, so you want 11A and B or just A? Just A will do it? Okay. All right, scratch B. Okay, we got new business, 12A, Joseph Meyer resolution. B, we got LPA agreement for federal participation, Franklin Grove Road. Want that on there, I guess? Okay. He's not, yes. C, appropriation resolution, yes. D, qualified bidder selection resolution.
I talked to David, he said that actually goes in January. I threw it out there because I didn't know. So D does not need to be on this month's agenda.
If you got it ready, do you want it on there or does he want it in January?
The January. So,
Okay.
Doug, does that make sense? Doug Barster came out of highway.
Come out of highway.
D on the agenda, does that,
That's all good.
Qualified.
Yes.
that comes in January, right? Okay.
Scratch that then. Go to E. No. Okay. What about F, claims committee?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, I think we got it ready. We're gonna establish it and we're gonna appoint.
Correct.
H, board rules and procedures. You ready for that?
That's related to the claims committee. So yep, we got to do both at the same time.
We got all them on
Just
there?
so everybody's aware, that is to filter in the claims committee and give them the authority. So we just did a rules and procedures revision, but it's to do with the claims committee. Just
All right, so I go to H, I go to I, revised meeting date calendar and the claims committee, yep.
Yes.
J, approval of proposed FY 2023 budget. What?
It's the budget we
Oh.
don't have to publish it separately.
Okay. You want that on there then?
Yes.
All right. K, infrastructure and service agreement approval, that.
We,
No.
yeah, we don't,
Ready.
Paul did not bring that forward for,
K is not ready.
K is not ready. Thank you, Nancy.
L is not ready.
When are we gonna get that ready? Because we need to move on that as soon as possible.
It's not ready now. So
Will we have it ready by Tuesday night?
I would be happy if you could have this discussion and approve this project team for this coming board meeting, because then we can,
Let's leave it on the agenda. You can
so
always,
take K off, but leave L.
yeah, I think you might want to table it if you're not ready that night.
I think we're ready to go forward with the concept of the project management team. We just need the board's, blessing essentially.
Explanation on that.
I need a resolution for the team too. Yeah, we need that on there. Nancy.
Leave an L on resolution for IT infrastructure project management team.
John, did you say you wanted an explanation of that?
We'll just, so we know what.
For the meeting, you mean, or now? That's what I wasn't sure about. For the meeting next week or for now? Okay.
Yeah, somebody will talk to you before then.
Just need to talk. It's-
Yep,
But I don't think we can wait 30 days.
I agree.
So we're good with, we got L back on there, but do you want another one for the resolution or you're gonna?
In my mind, that is the resolution, that we
Okay.
would be a resolution creating that team.
Trying to specify. Go to M, approval of old LEC repurposing drawings and cost. Yes. Okay, N, MOU between Lee County and Lots. Oh,
Hold on, you guys, where's the budget? You guys are putting some stuff out for bids for the architect. You talked about 30,000. If it goes above 30,000,
29,
do we want
that's what was approved in finance.
does it need to go to a budget? It's right at that level. It's,
We want to use.
not budget,
or a bid process.
We want to use one of possible. That's why we made it.
Yeah, I don't like saying that, discussing it like that. Is it specific to us, Charlie, or do we keep that underneath? Because if you figure the aggregate amount, we're probably gonna be over the 30,000.
Design.
As I recall, you mentioned in finance, John, that if your anticipated cost is only going to be roughly around 15, you just wanted the flexibility in case there was additional costs in the drawings. So it was just to give you
Okay.
cushion.
So
That's all.
if they come in at that, if they come in at
It's
that,
just-
we're fine.
It's just to give us cushion. I understand, but it's just to give us cushion.
Well, we want to be transparent. But that's,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we get enough money to get it done.
Yep. All right, where are we at? I don't remember now. Oh.
Or-
Moratorium on solar, moratorium on wind,
And back up for a second. And then Nancy.
and, oh.
Yeah.
Put that on there. Okay, the resolutions, the 4 resolutions following, we want them on there. Yes, we're good. All
How
right,
do you want to handle that if it's not a problem? It's up to the voters.
I put it up to a vote for everybody and let them decide. As long as there's a neutral vote for properties, I think you gotta do that. So we're all good with the 4 resolutions. We're at letter S, abandoned building property proposal approval. We're not ready for that, are we? So scratch S, Nancy.
Got it.
Salamander device, do we really need this? Is it in the budget or it's capital purchase? You probably need it on there. Okay.
It's gonna come out of capital, so yeah.
We got you, the American Rescue Plan, next picture show funding request, that passed finance today, right? Okay. Then we have that on there. Approval of health insurance consultant. That'll be on there. Sickage revised services agreement. That'll be on there. The approval of the old courthouse HVAC bid, are we ready to, we're all good with that?
Done.
Resolution, decennial reappointment of county board districts. Oh, are we ready with that, Nancy?
Yes. Right.
One is, there's probably a timing with that, though. We probably have to get that done now, probably, right?
That's right.
Okay. So Y is on there. Z, adjustment of precinct boundaries, that's gonna be on there, I guess. Got to change.
No, it just, it has to go in front of you guys.
All right. So 13, any appointments we don't have, we're not thinking about? Raffle report, second.
And I'm sorry, Bob, back up just a moment. There was an addition, if I'm correct, Wendy, that there needs to be a resolution supporting the proposed law enforcement academy at Sauk Valley Community College.
So that needs to be on the full board agenda, but it's not coming out of this committee because it wasn't on your agenda. So yes, add it to your agenda, Nancy, but this group isn't going to address it.
Anything else? So we're down to executive session. I'd entertain a motion to go into executive session. So moved. Right. I got first, Jim Schuline first, Chris Over seconds it. We'll go vote. Roll call.
Bob Olson,
Yes.
Don Nicholson, Mike Copine,
Yes.
Jim Sheeline,
Yes.
Chris Norberg,
Yes.
Doug Parsons.
Yes.